What's up guys, welcome back to another live trading video. Today we're taking a look at NZD CHF and I just picked up a long trade here at a pullback level today. I just shared this trade alert with members. So let's go over this trade, why I took it, the explanation behind it, and my risk management that I have on the trade. So the first thing I want to point out in terms of a technical perspective is that if we look at the daily chart, the daily chart has shown some nice signs of life here to the upside on NZD CHF. You can see higher time frame. We've put in some higher lows and some higher highs here recently. With this little recent push to the upside and breakout of consolidation, I was looking for some opportunity to get long. Now, if we narrow down to the 4-hour chart, if we zoom in just a bit, what we can see now is that on the 4-hour chart, we've got these nice impulse moves, corrective moves, consolidation, push, right, retest, and now I'm looking for a possible continuation off of this recent high that we put during CPI numbers. So CPI numbers came out this morning, saw some pretty heavy volatility that's actually spilling over now into the New York session. We're seeing some volatility pick up, and on this candle drop, I actually decided to pick it up long. Now my entry point, let's talk about the entry point. If we look left, what we can see is that there is a previous high that completely was rejected by sellers, right? Lots of sellers came in at that 59.18 level. Then price rallied back up to that point after consolidating and was able to break above. This showed me, okay, hey, look, the buyers look pretty strong in this area. They should hold, and if they don't, I need to just get out of the way. So that brings me to the next point. So I entered into the 38.2% retracement, which now looks like I might have been a bit early, but we're still tapping into the 50%. We have support in this area, and it should hold. If it does not, my thought process with this, my plan B, as I always have a plan B with every trade I'm taking, my backup plan is I'm gonna stop out of this trade if we break through consolidation, break through the 61.8%. I will be out of the trade. This is about a 30 pip stop loss on NZD CHF. If price does not hold this area, if we do rally, that'll be one thing. But if it doesn't, my plan to get out of the trade is a stop loss just below 61.8. It's a relatively small risk on the account at about $797 of loss if I'm wrong about this trade. Now, if we're right, here's where we're at. If NZD CHF can rally from these current levels and we make a move back to the highs, my goal is to trail stop loss and let this winner run. If you're familiar with my trading style, then you know what I like to do is I like to trail my stop loss, meaning if price were to able to get back up to the previous high, I would probably take this stop loss and move it back into profit or perhaps break even, just take some of the risk off the trade. And if price were able to break those highs, I would look to continue doing that until market structure turns back around. I'm a trend follower, so I like to be reactive with my trading. I don't like to try and call the top or bottom per se. Sure, I'm trying to catch a pullback and I will get out of this trade if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'm not gonna say, hey, I think it's only gonna go here. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna hold on to this trade as long as I possibly can. Recently, we've had a lot of winners. One that I mentioned in a recent video, you might have already seen this, is like my gold trade, right? I went long on gold and I just held this thing and continued to trail stops until I was stopped out on this candle here, right? So in this case, I held a trade for a long period of time. So sometimes I'm going to enter a trade, it's just going to go right against me and I'll take a small loss. But every once in a while, I'll jump into a trade and it will just go and go and go. And my goal as a trader is not to stop it. My goal in this case, when I look at NZD CHF, is to let this one run if it wants to. And if it doesn't, get out of there, right? So my goal is to take small losses and big wins when they come. So what we'll do here is I'll pause the video now that we've explained the entry, and we'll come back once things have moved for better or for worse, and I'll put it up on YouTube so you guys can hopefully learn something from it.
Hey there traders, did you know we have a VIP Discord you can join? The link is in the description. One of the perks about joining the VIP Discord is that you get access to this little book here called the Fundamental Analysis Guide. Inside this book, you can learn all things fundamentals. This guide is just one of many exclusive perks that you get by joining the VIP Discord. So click that link in the description and hop on in.
All right, guys, and here is an update on the NZD CHF trade that I took. Unfortunately, this trade did not work out very well. You can see, actually, I should take that back. The initial trade worked out pretty well. You can see price came down into that level that I was looking for an entry, and actually it bounced very well off of that general area. You can see we shot into profit briefly before we kind of chopped sideways and eventually here fell back down, ended up hitting me for a stop loss of about $800 on this trade. Let's go over this really quick here from just a perspective of the 4-hour chart. What we can see is that I was looking to get involved on a pullback. I liked the entry. You guys saw the criteria for why I took the trade, and everything sort of met my reasonings behind the majority of trades that I take. In this case, the market did rally in my favor, but failed to get past the highs. And that's usually the point when we get a close above the previous highs. That's usually where I'm looking to trail stops and lock in some profit on a trade. In this case, unfortunately, the market played us. We actually saw this thing come all the way back down, chopped away for a while, and then eventually came down, hit me for a stop loss. This happens, and I like to show these videos or show these trades on my channel because this happens to every trader. Some people will hide it and make it look like they never have these sort of trades, but we all do. Every single person has trades where things seem to set up correctly, they look correct on paper, everything lines up, and the market just has another thing coming for us. So in this case, I took a small loss, and I'll survive the day, come back and take another setup that meets my criteria, and in the future come out on top. That is how trading goes. You're not going to win every trade. It's all about letting those winners run when they work out and stopping them quickly when they don't. Thanks for watching. See you next time. It looks like you made it to the end of one of my videos. Thank you so much for supporting my content. It really means the world to me. And down below in the description, I put together some of my best resources for aspiring traders who are looking to improve. I've got some free downloads that could help you, some broker recommendations, and if you'd like to join our Discord or get access to some of our trading software, all of that will be linked down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.